Hey, I definitely just recorded this and I'm hoping that it actually stays this time because I refuse to say this all over again. But anyway, hi. Welcome back to the Tings Nice channel. Welcome back to the Tings Nice platform, whatever you want to call it. Today, we are talking about Soca Brainwash, which is an event held by DJ Private Ryan. There are multiple of them, but we are talking about the one held in Trinidad during carnival season. Okay? Why? Because it's just different than all of the others. I said what I said. So I want you to be prepared. If you are a veteran, then you already know the vibes. If you are attending for the first time, then again, I want you to be prepared. So here are some tips that you can use when you're about to go to Soca Brainwash. Number one, and I know a lot of people don't feel the same way that I do about this, but I think that you should arrive on time. And by on time, I mean like by the time that's mentioned in the flyer. That's just my 2 cents. But specifically, I give this advice out to those of you. If you consider yourself to be some type of content creator, if you just love to capture memories and take photos, or if you just don't really care to be bothered by a lot of people as you experience this, then I think you need to arrive on time. And I say experience because it is not your typical fete. It is more than that. And to the point where you can spend, like I did, an entire workday at this event and then not even realize that 8 hours had passed. Okay, so that was me this past February. So arrive on time. This year he did start a little late, but I'm telling you that I was not the only person who was early. There were a lot of people there that were early. And as a way to kind of compensate for that, Ryan had some of the servers bring us some drinks while we waited for them to finish up the final touches. So there's that. But again, I don't even remember how long it was. It might have been 30 minutes, it might have been 45 minutes, but it wasn't like a painstaking amount of time. So what I recommend next is once you make it past security, once you get your wristband, once you collect your signature Soca Brainwash cup that they are always like chef's kiss. Um, Once you do that, get a lay of the land. And I say land on purpose because the Soca Brainwash venues in Trinidad are like massive. Like it's vast. Like it's not something that you can just take in one sighting because it's just I don't even know how many acres it is, but it just feels like a very spacious event. It's not like one of those little New York venues where you walk in and you see everybody in just one swoop. It's not like that. So what I usually do and what I recommend that you do is, so you walk in, I usually start from the right. You go in and you walk, you do a lap. We call them laps because it's so big. So I do a lap, I start to the right as I'm walking or chipping. It's usually a chip because the music is playing and it's always vibesy. I am stopping at the different photo booths, photo stations to take my pictures. Another reason why you want to arrive on time is because I kid you not, within hours, less than 2 hours probably, there are going to be lines at these stations. You just gotta go. You just have to experience it, but and take it all in to see what's there. I'm still kicking myself in the butt for not getting a massage because I was too focused on capturing moments and eating and doing all the rest. And then the line was short when I looked at it. And then by the end of the night, like it was a wrap. So again, do your laps, see what you want to see, take note of where the bars are. The bar was huge last year. There had to be like 50 bartenders at the state. It was massive. See what those are. See where the special treats are. Who's handing out Zoomers? Who's handing out punch and pops? There's just so much to take in. And then of course, when you get to the food area, look to see what you want to eat. There's a lot of options, right? Like I know that I missed out on a lot of things, but what I look for first, which has been like my tradition when I go to Soca Brainwash, is I go find the fire engine. Fire engine is what we in Turks and Caicos call corned beef and rice, red and white, right? Anyway, so that's what we call it. That's where I go to first. That's what I get. And then, throughout the day, I just keep going back and going back and going back. Find out where the restrooms are. Find out where the sunscreen re-up stations are. And just, again, acquaint yourself with the atmosphere. Then what I want you to do is I want you to pace yourself. And we say this all the time when it comes to carnival and fetes, but like for real, again, because you are going to be there all day, because the venue is normally like outside, because the sun is almost always blazing, you need to pace yourself, because it's an all-inclusive something. We kind of have this gluttony cloud over us, and you don't have to give in to that. Like, this stuff is not going anywhere. The food is not going to run out. The liquor is not going to run. Like, I have never heard of a bus Soca Brainwash in Trinidad. It doesn't happen. Knock on wood. So pace yourself. You don't want to get pissy drunk and then can't enjoy the rest of the fete, especially a fete that you paid for. Like, it's not cheap these days, okay? You don't want to overfill yourself with food because you don't want to feel sluggish all day. Another thing that I want you to do is dress accordingly. Like, again, I keep stressing this sun situation. You're going to be outside all day. So think about that. And I know that Soca Brainwash is usually a themed situation. So considering your theme and the heat and all of that, just make wise attire choices. Maybe you want something with pockets. Like, I know, like last year I had a thigh bag on me because like I wanted my hands to be free, because I know that I'm going to have plates in my hands. I'm going to have drinks. I'm going to have snacks. He's going to give out souvenirs. It's just like, what is going to free me up, but also keep me in the theme? Long sleeves. Should I wear a hat? Should I wear sunglasses? Whatever it is, protect your scalp. So many things to consider. What's going to keep you comfortable? And then lastly, this is going to sound silly, but don't be ashamed. Don't be ashamed. You paid your money, right? That bartender can see you 100 times. All right. Don't fall ill, but don't be ashamed to go back up and get what you like. Okay. You like the oxtail. You like the roti. You like the fire engine. You like the pork, the barbecue pork ribs. Go back and get those things. Okay. Just keep going back. It's okay. That's what you're there for. You paid your money. But again, don't overdo it to the point where you start to feel ill and you can't enjoy the rest of the thing. Okay? Done. That make friends with the bartenders. Yes, give them some tips. Like, holler at them. Like, the drink that I got put onto my very first Soca Brainwash, Bailey's and Hennessy. Gotta thank that bartender to this day. But anyway, that's it. Arrive on time, get a lay of the land, pace yourself, protect your skin, make wise attire choices. Like, it's not all that complex, but I guarantee, at least for me, I guarantee that you're going to have a great time. And yeah, I don't have anything bad to say about Soca Brainwash. I just don't. Not in Trinidad. I cannot say the same. I don't share the same feelings for Soca Brainwash events in other cities. Or there's not one in other countries. But anyway, you get what I'm saying, okay? But make sure to check out the blog post that goes along with this vlog to have a written version of what I said. See some pictures of me at Soca Brainwash Pass. If you have questions, hop in my DMs. Happy to help. Happy to share my experiences, and I hope you have a wonderful time. All right, I'm out. Until the next video. Deuces.